My stepdad confessed his feelings to me. My mother's loser soon-to-be ex-husband confessed his undying feelings for me a few days ago, and I am not okay. I 28F and my mom 46F have an incredible relationship, but in recent years, it has been somewhat strained due to my mother's loser now ex. He, 41 meters, is a bum ex. Military, divorced, deadbeat dad of 3. Can you tell? I don't like him. He never presented as a loser when my mother met him, however. He's one of those typical drifter losers who charms a woman, even one as smart and beautiful as my mother. He even pretended to be of the same religious belief system as her, which may not be important to some. It's important to her. He knew this. My now husband and I never trusted or liked him, however. Well, the other day, he sent me paragraphs over text of some disgusting sentiments that I refused to actually read. I skimmed everything he wrote and read the last part of him telling me he's in love with me. I want to vomit just thinking of it. I'm shaking. I feel disgusted. I feel violated. I feel fearful and heartbroken for my mother. I received the disgusting sentiments my head spun. I told him he needed to speak to my mother ASAP. She was at work at the time. I just wanted the convo to end. I didn't not want to speak to him any longer. I felt so sick. A few hours later, when my husband got home, had him read it. He was infuriated. We called my mother together and told her. She took it all in very well and calmly, and ensured I was safe and okay. She apologized and said she never wanted me to ever feel uncomfortable, and her first and only priority is to ensure I am safe. She kicked him out. I do not live at home with them. There was a short period of time during the dreadful pandemic where we all lived together, but in early 2021 my fiancé, now husband, and I moved out. I took great stakes to dress appropriately around him, wearing long pants or overly baggy sweatshirts as to not have him looking at me as I was a grown woman living at home. I never really hugged him, and I tried to rarely speak to him alone if I could avoid it. My family is taking quick and thorough measures to ensure he is fully removed from our family, but I am still shaken and disturbed by this whole. I'm seeking therapy. Now, I just had to say this out loud because I am freaked out. For context, this all went down Friday. It is Sunday evening that I write this. For more context, during the pandemic, we all lived together. It was my mom, her mother, my grandmother's husband, who is basically my grandpa, and that degenerate, and myself, plus my longtime boyfriend turned fiancé, was there almost every day and would stay most if not all weekends with us. Everyone liked him, but my now husband and I never did. We never trusted him. I could never truly place it, and I saw how happy my mother was. I warned her, of course, and they definitely had many problems early on, but we thought maybe it was just a conflict of different religious beliefs, but it seemed as though love conquered over all. My mother remained relatively single most of my life, since she and my father divorced when I was 8. She never let a man stay in our home. She and this creep began dating when I was 25, and still living at home. My husband wants to file a restraining order. This guy is ex-military, never went overseas or saw real combat, so no PTSD or anything like that. But he is clearly not in an okay headspace. And he also obviously owns guns. Also, there wasn't any crazy fight before he did this between he and my mother. He just dropped this bombshell on us all. Also, before this, I never considered him a father figure. I always referred to him as my mom's husband. I don't trust my sister-in-law and her family. Basically, Other's fiancé and her sister really give me a weird feeling. She's always been close to me and my sister, and I'm also close in age with her sister. We've seen who she is throughout the years, and she's done or said some really messed up things. The one that I will never forget is when she got jealous that my brother hugged me. She texted him later on saying how disgusted she was by him hugging me and how uncomfortable it made her. I blocked her on everything and went NC with her until my brother forgave her after she said she would off herself if he didn't, and made me forgive her too. Anyways, fast forward 3 years, her and her sister constantly criticize everything I do. They have a comment for literally everything and try to act like they know more than me in literally anything we talk about. I recently quit my toxic job, so I'm currently unemployed. And they've been making jokes about it and laughing that I'll never find anything. My brother sometimes joins in on it, and it makes me feel like garbage. They show up at my house every single day and demand that I put them tea. They're just so damn entitled and feel like this is their house. They constantly ask me if I found a job and text each other in front of me. The issue is, they know things about my personal life that would get me into so much trouble if my parents found out. I live with a strict family and, unfortunately, these two know about my past relationships, and they could tell them if I ever decide to snap and tell them off. I'm wondering if there is something I could do, or if anyone has been through something similar. I helped both of them through very difficult times, and I feel like they just use me for emotional support, and once they feel better, they go back to making fun of me and criticizing everything I do. I don't feel comfortable with them around, and I can't even have my own peace and quiet in my own house. I would love to just cut all contact with them, but it seems impossible since they're always at my house, and it could cause a big problem. Nobody else got my little brother a birthday gift. So, tomorrow, my baby brother turns 15. He's the youngest of 5. I'm the only other kid still living at home, as I'm 18 and saving to move out. And he's been having a really rough couple of weeks. He's going through that "I hate my parents, they suck" phase alongside the "just want to be good enough for my family" phase the exact same way I did when I was in middle school. And it is tearing him apart. And my parents are not helping him the way they should. My dad argues with him all the time and mocks him for not being around much or sleeping all day, when in reality, he's not home much because he feels emotionally safer with his friends. And he sleeps all day at home because he's fucking depressed. And every time my dad tries to get my mom to do a drop of parenting, she blows up about how she always has to be the bad guy because he doesn't know how to parent properly. And it just ends with my brother hating himself and me sliding more money from my paycheck into my savings, hoping I can get out of here faster because I'm so fucking done with listening to their marriage fall apart. And alright, to cut my parents a little slack on the gift thing, they are broke as fuck right now, but the bills are paid and there's food in the house, so it's not like we hate our lives broke. It's just, we're short on cash until Monday when the check hits the bank. But the thing that bugs me is that we have baking mixes in the cupboard. There's plenty of food in the house to cook with. We legit have everything we need to make a cake in the pantry right now. And my parents both had all of today off and did nothing. My brother was at school and then spent all day and is staying the night at a friend's place. And they didn't even think to make a batch of cookies, make some lazy cupcakes, something for his birthday. No breakfast, no lunch idea, no fun dinner for him. I get it, they're broke, they can't buy a gift, but that doesn't mean effort has to go completely out the window. I got home from work today and went to 3 stores to get his gift together, on top of personal grocery shopping. And while talking to my mother about it, I learned that grandma's gift to him was the deodorant she had bought for me and him earlier this week, some Loom stuff that I really needed, but he didn't need. He was pretty disappointed when he opened it early this week, and our oldest sister forgot about his birthday and was just gonna Venmo him a little money later next week. I'm the only person actually getting him a physical gift he can open on his birthday. So, upon learning all of this, I made sure to make it fun. A couple years back when he was big into his video games, I would buy him a PlayStation card, candy, and a drink, and make him a gamer gift box for holidays and birthdays, and he loved it to death. He got so excited because, instead of just getting him a card for the PlayStation store, I would get him his favorite soda and his favorite candy and snacks, and he'd have this box of goodies he could enjoy with whatever he bought with his PS for money. So, instead of a gamer gift box, for his birthday I made him a gift basket, just themed around things he liked, centered around his major gift. He's at that age where it's hard to buy for him, so most people just give him money. But I know this upsets him because he still wants to enjoy his birthday. It's sad and boring to just open a card with $20. There's no joy in it. Just, "Here kid, I don't know your interests or care about them. Here's 20 bucks. Buy ya own damn gift. So, I got him a prepaid Visa card. I got him a football bucket. It's like an Easter basket, but it's like a bucket, and he needs a small bucket for trash anyways, and some protein shakes, his favorite tea, 2 kinds of his favorite can, marshmallow peeps, and a card. I arranged it real nice with the Visa card hidden at the bottom, so he can dig through his little fun gifts to find his big gift. And I was only gonna give him like 15 minus 20 bucks. So he could go and eat lunch with some friends or something. I wanted to keep his gift under 50, but then, I found out that no one else really got him a gift. And I got fucking pissed off. So I got him a $60 prepaid Visa gift card, and made sure to write about how proud I am of the young man he's growing into on his card. And even though I can't wrap it, I covered the basket with a paper bag and stuck a bow on it. And I'm gonna give him a big hug and make sure he knows I love him tomorrow. And I'm fucking getting up early to make him cookies and maybe a birthday cake, so he has something nice to come home to. Because our parents gave up on my birthdays after I turned 10 because I had undiagnosed autism and couldn't make friends that would show up to my birthdays, and because I gave up on ever having a birthday party, they just stopped giving a shit about me, and I fucking refuse to let my little brother live with that same disappointment. TLDR, my whole family is basically ignoring my brother's 15th birthday, and I'm so pissed about it that I'm gonna make sure it's a great day for him.